Oops.
Natasha, I saw you at the Comedy Store about maybe 6 months ago, maybe 8 months ago. I don't even know when it was.
How did you go?
You crushed. Yeah, you were in the main room. And Holmes, Sam Yo, is that, I think, was it on the show? Some other people.
Michael Yo?
Michael Yo, sorry. Sam Yo's like, I think one of my Peloton instructors. Whatever. But yeah, you were fantastic. And on your Wikipedia page, it says that one of the things they talk about is the outfits that you choose for stand-up, and you dress.
It does?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has an interesting quote about how like it's part of your kind of character. I don't know if
Well, for me, I always kind of dressed a little differently. And then when I, growing up, I was always wearing vintage clothes and cutting them up and like platform shoes. And I'd kind of always have my own style. But then when I started stand up, my first, the first few months in, I was like, I don't want to draw attention to myself in case I bomb. I don't want to be bombing in like a riding hat and like, you know what I mean? So I would kind of like underplay it. But I think my philosophy in general was always, I think I read a quote once. Someone said, if you dress like the audience, you become one of them or something. So I was like, okay, I should always like be like a clear delineation, like, because I just kind of like this throwback energy of like performance and razzle dazzle. It's just what inspired me to do stand up. And so I think about a year into comedy or maybe 2 years, I started like playing around with like dressing a little more glamorously. And then it kind of had this like gift, whereas like, oh, people aren't as offended because I'm dressed kind of as a character. So I felt like I could almost get away with being a little meaner and, a little edgier. And that's kind of why I just always loved dressing up and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's really interesting. That just like kind of blew my mind a little bit, especially the comment about if you dress like them. But there is something but I get what you're saying, because you want to disconnect yourself a little bit, and for many reasons, including the fact that, like you said, you can get away with much more as long as you if you put yourself on the pedestal, the people will respect that type of thing.
But also, people love being they love when people, that's what reality TV is. That's like our obsession with casualness now. It's definitely not how everyone sees it. I'm just saying like that was just my personal approach. I don't think it's bad that you guys like didn't dress up for this interview.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, really quick, I have a very different mentality because we both do stand up, we're way below you. But in New York, I find that I will dress down for shows because I don't want people, mostly the other comedians, to think like, who's this guy who's wearing a button-down shirt? Like, who the hell does he think he is?
I think it's also personal. Your influences probably aren't Diana Ross live in Central Park. Like, right. You would literally like sing a song, pose, and then someone would come and like change her outfit while she was just like standing like this, Yeah. I just think, that just always appealed to me. But, I think stand-up is interesting because you got to find your way of being funny, and it's so open. You can, there's so many possibilities, and I think the best way is when it's organic to who you are.
If you like that video, check out our channel where we have way more videos. I just don't know how to do this. This is unbelievable. If you like that video, we have way more videos on our channel. Please like and subscribe. Turn on notifications if you want to know when there are new ones. But if not, check them out, and we appreciate it.
Oops.